They don't execute these types of search warrants until they believe they have an ironclad case.
No padlock on my house. Ain't nobody never took no car. I still own all my houses, still own all my cars.
Respect.
Still got all my faculty, still sharp, still smart.
Floyd Mayweather has made a lot of money in his career. It appears he also owes a lot of money too. The boxer apparently owes $22.2 million in taxes from 2015. According to ESPN, the tax balance was unpaid as recently as March 6th.
Floyd Mayweather Jr., often regarded as one of the greatest boxers of all time, has not only been a dominant force in the ring, but also a polarizing figure outside it. His flashy lifestyle, wealth, and controversies have consistently kept him in the spotlight. But in 2025, a new chapter unfolded in the life of the boxing legend that has captivated the public's attention.
What I do know, which is where my disappointment comes from. When you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never gonna stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match, all right, that's fine. You know, Conor sold that, it was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC, I get it. John Gotti III, I don't know anything about him. I'm not trying to disrespect him. And yes, I'm being smart, I'm not trying to disrespect the grandson of a mobster. Fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is this. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about on the street or anything like that. Boxing is your thing.
The FBI, in a series of investigations, allegedly exposed evidence that some believe could finally bring a potential end to Mayweather's reign of fame and fortune. As this new evidence came to light, Mayweather's response went viral, sparking debates, controversy, and intrigue across the globe, before delving into the details of the FBI's investigation and the new evidence. It's essential to understand the context surrounding Floyd Mayweather Jr., a native of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Mayweather became a professional boxer in 1996, and by the early 2000s, he had already established himself as one of the most skilled and talented boxers in the world.
When it comes to teams that you don't like and not a fan of, and they constantly win all the time. The Patriots went through the same thing. Small example, I'm gonna just take boxing for instance.
Right.
Floyd.
Yes.
Everybody loved when Floyd was winning early in his career.
Yes.
But when he kept winning,
Yes.
he became the villain.
Yes.
And then everybody paying in and tuning in to see him lose.
Right.
That's it.
Yes.
He became the villain.
His undefeated record, flawless technique, and strategic mind made him a force to be reckoned with in the boxing ring. However, Mayweather's career was never without controversy. From his notorious lifestyle choices to his legal battles, he was always in the public eye. Despite all the controversies, his ability to command enormous amounts of money from his fights made him one of the wealthiest athletes in the world. As the years went by, Mayweather's financial success was often overshadowed by his frequent run-ins with the law. From allegations of domestic violence to questionable business dealings, the boxer found himself at the center of public scrutiny, time and time again. The tipping point came when his tax returns, financial transactions, and business affiliations. The key to the investigation was the alleged financial irregularities that appeared to have occurred over the past decade.
I'm working for ESPN. We're broadcasting the Mayweather-McGregor fight live. And to this day, they will tell you that's a record, that's the biggest fight ever. That thing was sold out. That place was, people were dressed up as empty seats, and I mean thousands of people.
No.
I bought my mother's ticket that day. That day, my mother decides that she wants to go to the fight. So I'm in there, and I'm telling the world that this place is sold out because that's what's on the screen. And I go, it's not even close. Yeah. This isn't like, oh, it's pretty much, this isn't, there's thousands of empty seats. That was the first time that in my own life I ever just, wow, fake news is real.
Wow.
And then Mayweather and McGregor, they wanted a rematch. They were begging. They were doing more media trying to get a rematch than they did leading into the first match.
Well, I mean, it's such two big draws. They promoted it so well.
All anybody was talking about.
Yeah, there's still a number.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter how big a draw is, there's still a number. If this guy got 100 million, this guy got 100 million, then you got to advertise it, promote it. You got to bring
It's the guarantees that kill everything. If they were just getting percentages, then obviously everybody would.
You're saying the seats were empty. I can understand it not making the money, but the seats being empty seems
peculiar.
Yeah, and there's nothing in the world where you have a pay-per-view hit that didn't have a live audience hit. Like if your live audience is your first focus group, isn't sold out, you didn't do pay-per-view numbers.
Sure.
But boxing will still claim that to this day. They still, to this day, claim that that's number one. And if you want to be the biggest pay-per-view in boxing history, all you have to do is claim it.
While Mayweather had built a massive fortune through his boxing career, there were inconsistencies in how the money was managed. The FBI's findings pointed to suspicious transactions involving large sums of money that were allegedly being funneled through offshore accounts, as well as connections to several businesses linked to criminal organizations.
Me and Eric B were at from Eric B and Rakim, we were at the Mondrian. Floyd Mayweather was there. He had some tax issues. He was about to go to jail, but that's before Money Mayweather. That's Pretty Boy Floyd.
Got you.
He was speaking to E. He needed a couple of $1 million to stay out of jail. I called my man Neil, who I was rocking with heavy. He owns Scunty, the hair accessory company. Everybody thought I was crazy. They said, "Yo, loan me $2 million. I want to sign Floyd." He flew out, loaned me the $2 million. And from there on, we were in the...
One of the most alarming pieces of evidence was the discovery of a series of offshore bank accounts that Mayweather reportedly used to hide significant portions of his income. These accounts were traced to known entities with ties to illicit activities, casting a shadow over Mayweather's legitimate earnings. The FBI's forensic accountants also uncovered discrepancies in Mayweather's tax filings, suggesting that he may have intentionally avoided paying millions of dollars in taxes. Stephen, a Smith didn't hold back. I've seen the documents, I've spoken to. The people I'm telling y'all, Floyd Mayweather is in serious trouble. He declared, staring into the camera with characteristic intensity.
The money I still got, the jewels I still got, the cars I still got, the mansions I still got. You either motivate it or you hate it. Either or, it doesn't matter. Walk with me, let's talk. I got 9 toys right here. I got the 488 Ferrari. I got the Maybach or the Maybach, whatever you want to call it. I got 7 Rolls Royces right here. I like to call it Lucky 7. So you either motivate it or you hate it. My lifestyle, Money May. I'm the money man. Remember that.
He revealed that Mayweather is facing a multi-million-dollar lien from the IRS, has taken out loans against multiple properties, and is behind on several years of tax payments. To make matters worse, several of his business ventures have failed, and he's now entangled in lawsuits brought forth by angry investors. Perhaps the most alarming revelation was that Mayweather has allegedly begun quietly liquidating his assets, including rare luxury cars and high-end jewelry, in a desperate attempt to settle mounting debts. Smith emphasized the gravity of the situation by pointing out the sudden shift in Mayweather's public behavior, saying, "You don't go from bragging about spending $4 to $4 million in one day to suddenly going radio silent about your money, unless something's wrong."
I believe that Floyd Mayweather has gone completely broke. And not just broke, but millions and millions of dollars in debt. And I know it sounds crazy to some of you out there, but trust me, I have legitimate proof. Watch this.
He asked me to help him, so I could stop them from using TMT as their logo right now. Because
you wouldn't do that because y'all cool again.
Yeah, I'm just not chasing it. But to be honest with you, I incorporated TMT in Delaware while he was incarcerated. Because he didn't sign the paper doesn't mean the corporation isn't valid. So I could actually, technically it trademarks the term of it because his entire corporation is built on it. So I could tell you, you can't have TMT socks. You can't have that TMT shirt you got on. He don't understand that because he's just not. I just said it and he won't be able to figure out that I could do that.
Damn, you and this guy, man. I thought y'all was good again.
We are good. I just don't understand why he having the conversation. How am I coming up with conversation? I don't even...
The flamboyant boxer, known for flaunting his wealth, is now eerily silent, raising serious concerns that the Money Mayweather persona may have been nothing more than a rapidly crumbling illusion. Mayweather's issues with the IRS have been simmering for years. Back in 2017, he made headlines after filing a petition to delay a tax payment from 2015 until after the McGregor fight, claiming he had insufficient liquidity despite earning hundreds of millions. At the time, it was brushed off as a strategic move, but insiders are now saying that was just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, what they're doing.
So there's still some stay.
No, it only happens when it's time. It's time to build some type of energy or some sort of press. It's time to make a fight, and then that happens.
So through the BX Fight Club, you met someone,
Isaac, right? Because they had to legalize it on paper to turn it into like a dark show, like when they don't have television involved with a boxing event. Even Floyd, like you make yourself like we got issues over your anger. He's still the best fighter out there. Until somebody beat him, that's who he is.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah, that's what you think. It's get the money, spend the money.
All that money.
ESPN's Stephen A. Smith broke what may be the most damning financial news yet. Official filings indicated that Floyd Mayweather owed over $52 million in back taxes spanning a 7-year period from 2015 to 2022. The figure shocked both the sports world and financial analysts alike, not just for its sheer size, but for the fact that it had remained hidden from the public for so long. According to Smith, the IRS had already begun to take aggressive action. Some of Mayweather's domestic accounts had been frozen, and a formal investigation into his asset trail had been launched.
It took been 2 years.
Day to day, month to month, like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money's gone. Trust me. Now it's like you call him, he'll be at your local host in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
Wow.
Now, obviously, this is 50, so we have to take everything he says with a grain of salt. But that sounded pretty credible to me. Now, without trying to give away who it is, I have met someone who is directly within the Floyd Mayweather circle. And I can tell you with 100% certainty, he spins like an absolute madman. And I'm not just talking about a mansion and some sports cars. I mean multiple mansions, multiple cars, and not even just different cars, because he does have a...
Sources close to the federal probe confirmed that this wasn't just a routine collection effort. It was a full-scale operation to determine where Mayweather's money had gone and what could be recouped to satisfy his obligations, financial. Analyst Chris Wan weighed in on the situation, highlighting how serious such a move from the IRS truly is. Once you cross a certain threshold in unpaid taxes, the IRS doesn't just knock on your door, they camp outside it. Wan explained, they audit every transaction, monitor every bank account, and track every asset from jewelry to real estate. The IRS becomes an omnipresent force in your financial life. It's suffocating. Wan elaborated that individuals with debts this large face a brutal reality.